Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. Auburn lines up quickly. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Quarterback making adjustments. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready up. Jackrabbit. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quick completion on the out. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback go in the other direction.
Wide receiver going in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Past the first down marker and still running. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
Slide 22. Slide 20. Cricket.
They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Handoff to the lone back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
42, spike, double right.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to the ground game on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Comes the Auburn offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver. And usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Too much contact after the fair catch signal, and it'll cost him here. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Dura. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
All right, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load. Chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Cobb. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've had a couple of scoring drives, but, man, do they need a touchdown drive. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A special teams penalty cost the D 15 yards as we start this drive. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got it.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 35. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide-open wide receivers, you still expect them to put that ball in there and make it happen.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Go straight ahead. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Howard. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They'll run the screen. To the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Auburn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And they pound the ball in for the touchdown, and you've got to like this offense. Finishing the first half really strong and a chance to take the lead in this football game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Jackson. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And the try is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Jackson.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They want to run it left here. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Faulk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's defense is going to be good.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the first down.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Using his legs to buy some time.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah.
There he goes. gets it past the marker. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And listen, I'm just trying to find a way to be positive down here, have positive gains, not run, QB sneaks and halfback dives, get the football on the perimeter with somebody with some speed and maybe catch you off guard. It wasn't a great play, but I got some positive yards out of it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's now 4th.
And what a tremendous surge by the defense there on 3rd down in a goal line situation, getting penetration, getting the tackle for loss. Now sets up 4th, and it's decision time here if you're on offense.
And this one is perfect. That brings him to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Comes the Auburn offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Wide open downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
He's out of bounds.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Cobb. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. When you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. On the run, fires downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
That's caught. It's Coleman. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Now on second and goal. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, third down. Nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock and try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Working that left side now. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the two-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. LSU quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Working the big fella to the corner. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going.
Touchdown, LSU! Oh, that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Simmons. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got a man. It's Cobb. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Surging forward on the sneak.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it inside the 25. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Snagged in the middle. It's Alston. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The toss to the outside. Touchdown, Tigers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He wants a big play here late. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Lost a throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Complete to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season. Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Come on, set.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the ground. To the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! They strike first in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Gets the back moving. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Already find a hole in that secondary. Touchdown, Tigers. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Man, what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David, and you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily, maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Looking left. Touchdown, Tigers. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Now improvising. Back open in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
To the air on first down. And they can't make the connection. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds us back in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got it first in overtime. Can they keep this possession going on 3rd and 6? Sends it back in motion. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
Ready, set. Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Let's go! Cut it! Cut it!
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I've got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules that changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
To the air, it's Gus Meyer. Dumps it to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.